Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Kanye put out The Life of Pablo. That's what made me do The Life of Pierre. This is my life, sleeping on his couch in the studio. I'ma start this series, but I know this series, it'll end when I'm on.
The Life of Pierre 5 is Pierre Bourne's most successful release. With hits like Drunk and Nasty, Switching Lanes, and For You, this project skyrocketed Pierre's solo career as a rapper. The Life of Pierre 5 was released on June 11th, 2021. However, if you were following Pierre on Instagram around 2019 to 2020, you might remember Pierre teasing the hell out of this album, even before the release of The Life of Pierre 4. This is because Pierre had been working on this album as early as 2018. Pierre was constantly teasing The Life of Pierre 5 on Instagram lives long before The Life of Pierre 4 released, which had people think he was trolling at the time.
It's on 5. It's TLOP 5.
The Life of Pierre 5 went through so many changes before its final release, with throwaway songs, scrapped samples, a completely different track list, and much more. But before we get into all of that, we need to go back to where it all started.
May God bless you. Stay focused.
The year is 2016. Pierre is working as an engineer for Epic Records. This is where Pierre met Aaron Reed and, most importantly, Young Nudie.
I'm fucking Pierre real hard, like, that my boy, like, shout he engineer, produce, make beats, everything. I don't do the whole thing, you feel me? He like goddamn, he my whole everything in one, you feel me? He going to the top with me. Point blank period, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
While working at Epic, Pierre was getting frustrated. He didn't have a life. 12 to 6, 8 to 2, Pierre was working and rarely left the studio.
They're clueless to me. Nigga, I ain't an engineer. I don't consider myself an engineer. I don't.
However, on Sundays, Pierre got to work on his own music, and that was the only way he could feel better. Working on his own stuff, not working on other people's music. Pierre was fed up with people not hearing his stuff, since that's why he moved to Atlanta too, so he could work with Epic and make it as a rapper. In 2016, Kanye put out The Life of Pablo, so Pierre thought, fuck it. With him being extremely fed up with what was going on and bouncing down his own music, he released the first Life of Pierre on his birthday, September 19th. TLOP 1 is genuinely Pierre at his hungriest. You can hear it in the music. Pierre wasn't even using his signature producer tag at the time. The closest to that was the tag on the first track, Movie. The first Life of Pierre also had transitions, connecting each track. While not consistent, that was a great way to differentiate his music from the rest. Keep in mind this was in 2016 from an unknown rapper working at Epic. The Life of Pierre 2 released on November 22nd and The Life of Pierre 3 about a month later. He released 3 Life of Pierres in the span of about 4 months. Pierre was really hungry at the time. The first 3 Life of Pierres is where he laid down the fundamentals of how he wants to structure his projects in his own unique way, and also getting more confident in his own rapping abilities. Finally, Pierre released The Life of Pierre 3 as he was leaving Epic Records as an engineer. After Pierre left Epic, he would pick up any studio sessions he could. In one of these studio sessions, he met K Supreme, which Pierre left him with some of his beats. One of these beats was sent to Cardi, and the rest after that is history. Pierre found success in the production world. His tag was instantly recognizable by anyone who was into modern rap at the time. Pierre basically made it, but there was one thing he left off: his own solo rapper career. Behind the scenes, Pierre had been working on the Life of Pierre 4 while he was still releasing the first 3 Life of Pierres. And this is a very common pattern you will start to notice with Pierre's music. He makes songs that sit on his computer for years before releasing them officially like 3 years later.
Hey, did you see the dog? I just see the man walking the dog.
If I die, pray don't go to hell, wanna see the heaven gates. Me and my Lord, we parallel, gotta keep everything straight. Yeah, my grandma ain't feeling well by her fly bouquet. Millionaire, half dope, water boy, young Bobby Boucher.
It's late 2018. Pierre is slowly but surely finishing the Life of Pierre 4. At that time, Pierre would frequently hop on Instagram lives. And in some of those lives, he would mention or tease the Life of Pierre 5. Now, everyone at the time thought Pierre was trolling. Everyone was tired of waiting for the Life of Pierre 4 since it was taking so long to release, so people were very confused with Pierre at the time. Although Pierre released a few singles before the release of the Life of Pierre 4, there are countless snippets that Pierre previewed at that time that could have been on 5. Pierre has some legendary live streams where he previewed so many songs that were meant to be on the Life of Pierre 5. And I've made a little list with the most popular ones. Skip to this timestamp if you don't care about the snippets. I also will have them listed as chapters below.
I know you mad cause I ain't picking on my phone. She blowing up but I ain't got no C-phones. I try to tell you but you don't listen. I try to tell you my apologies. She heard my tag and now she follow me. She got all this love.
It's on 5. It's TLOP 5.
Boom vibrations and she wanna vibe. Do it for me, Nike or like Vine. Shit too high, yeah, police always ride. Gotta drive a ride. Many rappers I have come to find. I'm afraid of the light. Girl, you know my diamonds bright. You ain't even my type. Run around, come earn the stripes. My niggas on the swipe. Swipe. Blue lights. Don't come run for your life. Laying in a bed till the morning. I just came out here, girl, I'm torn. Got the bag, shop at Ralph's like I'm warm. Ay, this girl ain't from here, she imported. I just got paid, myself Jordan. Ay, she wanna buy a love, can't afford it.
That shit hard.
Yeah, gas lips, gold medalist, see how high we be getting. Gold medalist, Michael Phelps, I be swimming. Gold on my wrist, yeah, my rollies don't be ticking. She got hella dishes, how I'm fucking up a kitchen. Yeah, past that. Rolling up, yeah, are they good? Gas pack. Rolling up, you be my hood. Looking back, she told me, yeah, what was good, what was bad, Free jump on the hood, yeah, you supposed to be on the patch. You got trusted trust, we got trusted trust.
Is it?
And no pressure. You and your emotions get the best. Control, take the risk. Wide open, heartbroken. I try to give again. Start over in the end. I told you, let her in.
Snippet time. TLOP 5. We're gonna play a snippet.
You can't buy this. Royal Highness. I got diamonds. I got this little bitch, she on me. She gon' ride it. Kawasaki.
Yamaha.
Take a piece.
Break her off.
Gon' fuck your bitch. So much going through my fucking mind. She gon' block me off Instagram. My territory, bitch, mine. She gon' throw that pussy running nine. About the chain, hating all the time. Beef again, I'm trying to kick it now. Give me sugar, mama, baby, bro. Jordan Peele, life is like it out.
Now, the snippets I just played do not even scratch the surface of what Pierre previewed. Pierre was really trying to see what his fans wanted. He even made a tweet about community grails he wanted to put on 5, including Honeyberry 2, Chicken Waffles, and Instagram Hoes. Now let's talk about when Pierre first previewed the released The Life of Pierre 5 tracks. And this is a very rough estimate. Switching Lanes with Cardi was most likely leaked. I'm sure he previewed this track around early 2019. However, this song is way older. Pierre put this song as the intro on some early demo versions of The Life of Pierre 4 with the grandma intro and everything, so it was definitely made around 2018. Hulu or Southside was previewed in that infamous live with the suit. This song resembled DUI in terms of how simple the beat was, and the entire song structure was similar as well. The song is almost the same as the released version with very minor vocal and instrumental differences. Oscar the Grouch, otherwise known as Couch, was previewed a few times in late 2020. The snippet varies to the released version. There is an extra background Pierre vocal looped on some parts of the beat, and it also had a different intro and transition. Pierre said this song was special to him and definitely going on 5, hence the storytelling, bringing us back to where Pierre was sleeping on the couch.
Shit right here is like so special to me. Like it's definitely going on TLOP 5. It's my shit. Shit make a nigga cry.
Anatomy, otherwise known as Biology 101, has a long history. Pierre previewed this mid-2018, and as the time went by, people started to love this snippet. The snippet is also identical to the final release. I couldn't find any differences. SpongeBob, or Practice, was first previewed on Pierre's Instagram around early 2020. The song features a different transition at the start, while earlier leaked versions of the song, called Swing My Way, included more emphasis on the chorus on the song with some slight beat differences. 40 Clip was previewed in an Instagram live first in late 2020. The song featured a sample by Tom Zanetti, Balloon Tune, in the intro. Rocket or Retroville was being previewed left and right by tiny bits around late 2019 and early 2020. In 2020, Pierre played this song on an Instagram live featuring ASAP Rocky. The official release of Retroville is without Rocky, but there is a leaked version out there with Rocky's verses. Drunk and Nasty was leaked in 2019. The leaked version sounds insanely unfinished to the final release. The song also was supposed to be released with a Drake feature. He even commented on an IG post saying he regretted not finishing the last 2 bars on Drunk and Nasty. The released version was featuring one of Pierre's signed Sauce House artists, Shark. Palm Angels or Amen had the same treatment with Anatomy or Biology 101. It was previewed around early 2020 and it had the anatomy effect. People loved this song. Remasters of the song got well over 100,000 plays on YouTube, and the final release was a bit more complete than the snippet version. Groceries, I think, has the least amount of history. Pierre did post this, but mostly in 2021 with no differences to release. He released this as a part of the TLOP 5 rollout as a second single in May of 2021. For You, or at the time known as PlayStation, was first previewed in December of 2018.
No, world. I love y'all. Just wanted to let y'all know I'm working on the next album, and it sounds amazing. Play it.
It was one of the biggest Pierre unreleased hits. The song went through some slight changes throughout its life. Little tiny things like a much more simple intro, no Pierre uncle vocals in the beginning, different outro, stuff like that. This song was originally supposed to drop around December of 2020. There's even a leaked early version of the video featuring Cardi.
Yo, Cardi, look at the camera. Turn around, look at the camera.
and the old music video is insanely unfinished compared to the final release. The single was finally released in April of 2021 as part of the Life of Pierre 5 rollout as the first single. And speaking of rollout, TLOP 5's rollout was one of the greatest album rollouts I've ever experienced. While I wasn't there for its entirety, I was there for the most important stage of it. I would say the rollout officially started around April of 2021 with the release of For You. And everything about that single was perfect. The cover art, promo, the merch, Pierre was building hype around his project effectively. A month later, he released Groceries, and finally in June, the album came out. It was about everything around the rollout for me. The weather getting warmer, the build-up pace was really good, schools were ending at the same day that the album released. It just felt right for me. God, was it worth the wait. The Life of Pierre 5 released on June 11th, 2021, and to this day, it's Pierre's most successful release, with the most streams and most hype around it. He released some merch with the album as well, and also went on a tour around the world in which I did not go and I still regret it to this day. So, why are there no more Life of Pierre albums? Originally, Pierre said that he wanted to get Kanye's attention with this album, but in the Life of Pierre documentary he released on the day the album came out, he said that he'll end the series when he was quote-unquote on. And, well, that's why there's no TLOP 6. The Life of Pierre series was encapsulating Pierre's feelings when he was trying to make it as a rapper. There was some of that storytelling on the track Couch as well. The point of the whole thing is that Pierre finally made it. Drunk and Nasty obviously becoming a massive hit, Cardi and Uzi being featured as a throwback since these were the people that helped him to get where he is now today. Pierre finally caught what he was chasing after. Success. With him being one of the most successful and well-known producers out there, working with Kanye and establishing himself as a solo rapper, he basically made it. And with that, ending the Life of Pierre series on a high note.
Yeah, my bankroll, yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll, yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll, yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll, yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll, yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll, yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Yeah, my bankroll don't fold. Shit.